Good morning, students. So this is the first class of this new session of standard 6, and this is first physics class, and we'll study today the chapter matter. In this chapter you will learn about matter, the different states of matter, and the changes in the different states of matter. So before that, let's start with the warm-up activity. You need to define the objects in the classroom and the objects in the school library and categorize them as solids, liquids and gas. So in standard 5, you have already read in chapter 6 about the matter and the different states of matter. So easily you can identify the different objects like a book. So this book has what? Yeah, a rigid shape. So you can write it as in the category of solids. Okay. Today which we can see around us, like the plants, the animals and everything non-living, like this containers, rocks or water or mixer or car, all this will come under the matter. So two basic properties of matter which we have learned are that matter may have mass or weight and it occupies space. See the first parameter, matter has mass. So what is mass? The quantity of matter that is contained in a body is called mass. So how we will know what quantity of matter is there? So we can weigh that quantity using a weighing scale. Okay. So mass of a body remains same at any place on this experiment. We have taken a scale and on the edge we have kept two inflated balloons. You see the scale remains constant. But what happens when one balloon is punctured? Then you can see the scale tilts at one side, and this proves that the matter or the air has mass. The second property says that the matter occupies space. So here you can see the free space in a drawer. What happens when I start to put highlighters? See? All the highlighters are occupying the space. So this is the third one, and you can see the empty spaces are getting occupied. So this proves that matter occupies space. So upon fully occupying the space, there are different color markers. There are 8 highlighters to 9 highlighters I can put in this.
When I arrange the markers one by
when
one,
I left any
like
highlighter,
this, they are occupying the full space of this drawer. So we can see that matter occupies
the whole space in the drawer. Similarly, liquids
the
also
amount of
occupy
space is
space,
also
like
called
in this
volume.
beaker. This is a measuring beaker. You can see that the
beaker,
50 ml of liquid is this is
so
there in this
this also
beaker.
proves
So
that
this is
matter
called volume.
occupies
Okay,
space.
the amount of space. So since liquids are also matter, and this space which they occupy, it's called volume. So the space occupied by any matter is called its volume. So the volume of this liquid is 50 ml. So matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. So matter is again made up of very small particles called atoms. So the smallest unit of an element which may or may not exist independently, but it always takes part in a chemical reaction, are called atoms. When the atoms are same, they form molecules, and again they make a bigger unit of matter, that is element. So element is a substance which cannot be subdivided into two or more simpler substances by any physical or chemical means. And when they are different, they form compounds or mixtures or the other type of matter. So matter may be made up of same type of atoms or different types of atoms. Okay. Even the basic unit of human body or animal or a plant body, that is the cell, it is also made up of elements like carbon. C stands for carbon, H stands for hydrogen, O stands for oxygen. Then you can find phosphorus in the cell. So many different types. So matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. So there are two parameters to categorize anything into matter. That is, it must have what? Yes, the two parameters should be that a matter should have mass okay. So having mass, that is, having mass means we are able to weigh the substance. Okay, so it has some weight and it should occupy space. Okay, that means it should have volume. Okay, so the two parameters to find matter or categorize any object as matter, that it should have mass and it occupies space. Okay, so even the basic part or the basic unit of life, that is cell, is made up of matter or elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, okay, etc. So we can categorize matter as living matter or non-living matter. And what matter is made up of? The smaller units called atoms. Atoms combine to give rise to molecules. So then again, if the molecules are made up of similar kind of atoms, then they make elements, and if they are different, then they make compounds, mixtures, etc. Okay. So according to the philosophy, Indian philosophy, atoms were called as Parmanu and molecules were called as Anu by Acharya Kanad. Later on, what happened when John Dalton found experimentally that matter is made up of molecules, so he concluded that a molecule is the smallest unit of matter which can exist independently. And he gave a kinetic theory of matter in 1860. Okay, now let's see the characteristics of molecules. So the first characteristic of molecules, that molecules are very small in size. Very small in size. Okay, so how we will find that? We have to do an experiment. And what we are using? What is the aim of the experiment? We have the aim to prove that molecules are very small in size. So what we are using here? We are using here crystals of potassium permanganate. We are using water and we are using some test tube and beakers. Okay.